How much do you want your husband, future husband, to spend on a ring on you? Engagement ring.
Oh, easily 75.
75. Why is that?
That's what I deserve.
That's what you deserve? Now, what do you even do for a living?
I'm majoring in accounting. I could make that easy.
You have a job then, right? What do you do?
Doctor.
You're a doctor?
Yeah.
Are you studying to be a doctor?
Going to med school. I applied to med school.
He has it.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Bro, I'm spending $5K about a girl.
5K?
The rest of that money is going for a fucking a wedding, like a nice wedding.
Oh,
Okay.
we're gonna have a nice wedding.
We have an amazing wedding.
How much for the wedding now?
Oh, 150.
Yeah.
In this video, we're looking as to why women are continuing to lose good men and why men are done entertaining women, bro. Men don't care no more. Men are fed up, bro. They don't mess around no more, alright? So without further ado, smash the like button, subscribe, and let's go.
Each other. Technically still figuring it out, but I'm the one she calls when she needs to cry. I've tried.
It's a work in progress.
It's
So is everything.
It's one work in progress. So you guys are just trying to work on things.
See how it goes.
I'm trying to work on things. If he gave you a guilt-free pass to sleep with anybody in the world, would you use it?
Yeah.
On who?
Zac Efron, Josh Bowman, some celebrity, hot celebrity. You turn that down? Mm-mm. Couldn't do it.
Alright, what if it was all the way around? I know what I'm worth. One night with one celebrity doesn't change who I am. So you wouldn't use it?
Even
There's
if I
no
gave
point.
it to you?
No. Because it sounds like a trap. If your significant other is willing to give you a one night stand with anybody in the world, it sounds like a trap for your loyalty. No. Bad.
In this video here, I feel so sorry for my guy right here, bro. You can tell he's so infatuated with her that he doesn't even want to accept the fact that she wants nothing to do with him. She's just using him for emotional support. Bro has a good soul, but unfortunately, he's continuing on to shoot himself on the foot. Because as you can see, this woman right here, she doesn't like him that way. And he's so much attached to her that he refuses to believe so. She was asked right here if she was given a free pass, would she use it? And she right away jumped up with answers as to who she would use it with. When the guy beside her here was asked the same question, he refused to use it. He doesn't even want to have anything else to do with anyone else. He's so much in love with her. Like, bro, if you're at this point, you just gotta leave, bro. Because at the end of the day, you're heading down the wrong path, you know? Because at the end, this is the type of women that are gonna, meet other dudes, they're gonna sleep around, and then they're still gonna come back to you, and you're still gonna take them because you back in the head of your mind, you still think you have a chance with them. But in the end, you don't know. You're gonna waste so many years being there for her, showing up, giving her whatever, a pat in the back, a hug, whatever she needs, when she's feeling some type of way because she's being treated like shit from other men. You're just gonna be there to solve her problems, and she doesn't want anything to do with you. So why are you even there? So he doesn't want to open his eyes and see her for what she is, which is a user. But I think he's going to learn this the hard way. It's not going to be until a time where she's with somebody else that he's going to realize, like, yo, why am I getting affected so much by this? And by then it's going to be too late, right? Because she's going to look at him like he's crazy. She's going to be like, we weren't even dating to begin with. What did you think? And he's going to be like, what? I thought we had something going on, So he needs to get out. He needs to get the hell out of this thing, whatever situationship this is.
I think a guy needs to be 35 years old, had sex with 50 girls, making 6 figures a year, have 6 months to 1 year savings, and go to the gym actively. And when you have those 5 things in place, you're going to be head and shoulders above most men, and you'll be in a position where a good amount of women will respect you, right? Your accomplishments. And when you're competent, you get accomplishments, and then that leads to confidence. And when you get that, bam, girls can read that because that confidence is genuine, not, artificial. And then you'll be able to command that respect from the girl and be able to get in a relationship where you're the leader, she follows your lead. And you're going to have some semblance of female nature because you've had sex with 50 girls. Now, normally, right, I know this sounds terrible to say it like that, but the reality is that as a man, having less sexual experience will come back and hurt you because women nowadays are more promiscuous than ever before. So if your girl has more sexual experience than you, that's a problem because she's going to use that against you. And what most girls do, this is girl game in a nutshell. Leverage sex for compliance. That's what girls do to guys 99% of the time. Take me on a date. Oh, I only do that if we're in a relationship, blah, blah, blah. Girls always leverage their sexuality for compliance for men. As a man, your job is to be like, okay, sex can't control me. Because I've hooked up with other girls. I know what this game is. I know what a good girl is versus a bad girl. You can't play this game with me. And it's amazing how when girls know that they can't leverage sex against you, they start to comply. But when they can leverage it against you, that's when the disrespect happens.
So everything he says here is game on, but I don't agree with the part that he says you have to have sex with 50 girls. Like, I get the point that he's trying to prove, but we'd have to dive deeper in this, right? Like, come on, we know there's ways around sex, guys, you know? Sex is not as hard as you make it out to be, you know? There's guys out there that pay for this, you know? They pay hookers. There's guys out there that fly to other worlds, you know? They can get this in a month, bro. If couple weeks to a month, 50 girls is nothing, you know what I mean? So there is definitely ways for this part, you know. And there's also dating sites. For some people, they do well on these, you know, like Tinder and all these kind of online dating. So at the end of the day, when he's trying to use this 50 girls, you have to have slept with 50 girls as a metric to measure how much of a man you are or how well you understand women by. This doesn't really naturally work perfectly, like, you know what I mean? So I don't think you should be using this sleeping with 50 women to measure how much of a man you are or how much you understand female nature or female psyche, you know what I'm saying? So I think unless you're doing this, you're meeting them on a broad daylight and you're kind of like, you know, medium looking and maybe medium ugly looking, and she's then attracted to you at the beginning, and then down the road you win her over based on your conversation skills and your charm and blah blah blah, and then you can sleep with her in this kind of way, and then yeah, it kind of makes sense because then you would have required a level of skill to have taken her home. But in general, guys, like if you're using just original sex as a way to measure this, no, this won't work. But in general, what I would say is that as a man you don't want to become a slave to sex or slave to women, right? So in general, even if you don't have to sleep with them, just spending time around women in general, right? Like hanging around with them, knowing their behavior, knowing all the tea and all this, you're gonna figure out what they are like, right? So if you're somebody there who's an experience, you should spend time around as many women as you can, you know, whether you're going out with them, whether, you know, you're just chilling with them or meeting up with them. You don't even have to sleep with them to understand of how they are, you know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to say is do not get attached or a slave to sex, guys, because once you're like that, once you're a slave to this, that's when they use it to control you. So I'm saying, like, in your life you should have an abundance of women, you know what I mean? Women you go out with, women you sleep with, women you do everything with, you know what I mean? Like, if you have abundance of women in your life, you won't become a slave to her, right? You will understand that, hey, I have an abundance of this, so even if you're not giving me what I want, or, you know, you're making this hard, it's all good because there's more, you know, and that will help you down the road, definitely, right? But yeah, so like sleeping with girls in general, sleeping with many girls does not mean you understand them, right? Because some guys, we understand that they can get sex because they're lucky, bro. Like, you know, they go out, they're drunk, they meet another drunk bimbo, all of a sudden it works out, the favor's in their hand, and boom boom, wake up the next morning, they're regretting doing what they did, but hey, they did it anyways, bro. So even if guys out there who are like proclaiming, you know, they slept with 1,000 girls, does not make them kings, bro, because you gotta realize, unless they slept with them from, like, these are regular girls, you know, first of all, in like first world country, and they're not good looking, and they met them on broad daylight, and they had to go through a bunch of shit to sleep with them, then yeah, you can, you know, look at it as a man who knows what he's doing, right? As a man who understands women properly. But most guys out here nowadays, they're using apps, they're paying, bro, they're all over. So like getting sex is not even that easy, because getting sex is not even that hard, because there's ways around it. There's easier ways, bro. Even all these rich guys, bro, they just pay cash up front, they don't even have to talk, bro, and they still get it. So it's up, you know what I'm saying? Like, but otherwise, other than that, his points, what he says here totally makes sense, you know. You definitely want to be a well-rounded man, right?
Ashley. My name's McQueen. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Where you? I said nice to meet you already twice. Damn, you making me nervous, man. Yeah. Where you walking to?
Where are you walking to?
I was walking up to you.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I don't want to be in these people's way. You trying to come over here? Yeah, what you was about to do? You look like, you was just strolling through, just chilling and whatnot.
Yeah, I came to pick up something.
You came to pick up something? Oh, for real?
Yeah, what you here for?
I'm here for you, bro.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. I just saw you and I was like, oh yeah, I don't want nothing else. You know what I'm saying? I just want to come and shop for you. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I had this feeling when I came in here. I'm like, I don't know what I want. And then when I walked in here, I'm like, yeah, I know what I want now. You feel me?
Sure.
Yeah, I don't want to be blunt, and I hope I don't offend you when I say this, but I feel like I want to take you to my house, go in the bedroom, and make my bed go while I'm hitting you with my Roddy.
Okay.
How you feel about that?
Sounds fun.
It sounds fun. For real? You lying.
Okay, this next video here, bro, this sounds way worse than a porno script, bro. Like, my guy is just talking to himself or what? Or he just likes to listen to himself talk or what? Like, he doesn't even give her a window to talk, bro, And, I mean, okay, come on, we know this is fake, right? This can't be real, first of all. But some guys be like this, bro. They just talk to talk. Like, they never shut up, bro. Like, yo, you gotta realize you're talking to somebody. So they gotta do their part, too. This conversation, matter of fact, it should be, like, somewhere between 60-40. Maybe 70-30, you know what I mean? Like, you should be talking 70% of the time, she's 30 at least, or 60-40 is usually good. Between 50-50 to 60-40, because 60-40 still shows you have control of the conversation. You're still directing it where you want it to go. But it shouldn't be like 90-10, bro. Come on, bro. It shouldn't be like 95-5%, bro. Come on. And that's what he's doing here. He's talking too much, bro. Too much. He's trying to charm her. He's going crazy over here. He's even like, you can even tell, bro, he's nervous. He's mumbling his words or whatever makes him matching them. And come on, boy, like, this is childish.
Me and Gary's wife got caught in the DMs.
My husband, I logged him into my Instagram so that he could post whilst I was in some stadiums. I'm watching the game, he's posting for me, right? That was the situation that we were having during the 2014 World Cup. He wasn't there, he was in England. I interviewed a Barcelona player, we won't mention who. He was young at the time, he wasn't playing in the World Cup, he was just young there. And he said to everyone afterwards, oh, I'm here with my dad, I don't even know Rio that well, he's from a different part of Brazil. And he was saying, like, I want to hang out. Like, where are you guys going? Where are you guys partying? And we all had a chat. For me, it's super unprofessional, even though I wanted to as a friend. So it would be like, oh, take my number, I'll tell you where we're going. I didn't, because it's not professional interviewing a star footballer. So I didn't. But everyone else in the room was like, oh yeah, we're going to this restaurant. Probably around this time, not sure. It wasn't nailed down. Then we left. Who does he find on Instagram? Me. And the message that he wrote in Portuguese, which my husband had to Google translate. So the message that he wrote was, the tail end of a conversation that had already happened.
The tail end.
The message that was sent was, so what time am I meeting you then?
Wow.
It wasn't, do you want to go to dinner? It was what time? So right now, he's just got engaged to a girl who works in football, is in Brazil with this gorgeous footballers, and he's just written, what time are we meeting then? As in, like, you've agreed. I can tell from the way he's written it that you've agreed to meet him somewhere, and what are you doing? We had to have this really difficult conversation and argument about how I ended up just saying, look, I work in football. You scroll down those DMs, it's bad. Like, there's a lot of shit. You're gonna have to just get over it. So you're either gonna always be jealous, or you're gonna have to trust me. We're gonna go to a restaurant with him. Our crew's I'm not gonna tell the whole crew, you can't take him out because my husband's jealous. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're all going to this restaurant at this time. And then, I don't know, if we go to a bar or whatever, I'll leave if it makes you feel that uncomfortable. But should you really be interfering in that, like, when it's innocent? No. And it was a case of you're gonna be jealous the rest of your life, or you gotta trust me.
There's so many things wrong with this one here. Like, I mean, I get it, this is her excuse, this is her version, but first and foremost, if this was true and you hadn't agreed at all, then why would this guy only DM you and no one else in your entourage, all the people you work with? How come this guy wasn't DMing them, but he's reaching out to you, Like, I get it, it's a part of your job to talk to them and all that, but I feel like somewhere along this conversation with this individual, you never made it clear that you had a husband to begin with. Because if you had mentioned to him you have a husband, he wouldn't even have been messaging you this kind of message. So you never made it clear that you were married. And that's why he felt that he could shoot his shot. But can you blame him? Like, men out there, if they know you're single, if they have even hopes of you being single, they'll still shoot their shot. And this is a thing where I say women, they like to pretend like they're single on social media. They will never have a picture of them with their significant other or whatever. They will keep that off social media, and then they'll post pictures of them that make them look like they're still single, right? And other men get the wrong impression. They get the wrong idea. So, your husband being mad over this, I don't blame him, because definitely he has a right to be mad, right? Because you never made it clear that you are taken. And another thing is, especially if your past is questionable, do not expect them to trust you. You can't just tell him, hey, you gotta either be jealous or trust me. No, you can't tell him to trust you if your past, you did a crazy amount of weird shit and nasty shit when you're in your 20s and you're in your college. You've been around with a lot of guys and all this and that, and all of a sudden you got married, you left the life behind. You can't question that, especially if your husband knows what type of woman you are. So him getting a little bit annoyed over this shows that he knows what type of woman you are or your past is, right? So it annoys the hell out of him. Like, do you think you can just tell a man you're just gonna have to trust me, and men are just gonna naturally just be dumb enough to trust you? Like, come on, bro. Especially nowadays where men are so aware of women and the lies and the bullshit women do. No man is just gonna trust you because you told him trust me. So that whole trust me is just noise in the wind. Men don't trust you all. That's what you guys don't get, I also want to pinpoint that this is how the woman brain be working, Like in her mind, she'll give you like stories like this. If she's caught red-handed, she'll give you crazy stories like this. Like we were all going to the bar, blah, 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 to have drinks, blah, blah, blah. He found my IG himself. I didn't give it to him. Da-da-da-da. I got drunk. He ordered me an Uber, but we went to his house and he told me to drop me home. Once, I started sobering up, but I ended up falling asleep there accidentally, and we accidentally slept together, but I didn't mean to. I wasn't thinking, I wasn't in my right mindset. You know what I mean? Like, they give you a whole lot of bullshit background story, bro, when they could have prevented this from the first place. And I guarantee you, if my guy here didn't find this message, this is exactly what would have went down, because this dialogue would have kept on continuing. She would have probably answered, oh, we're gonna go to this place, and then all of a sudden the guy would show up, and all of a sudden everybody would be having fun, getting drinks, blah, blah, blah. Before you know it, he takes her, whatever he takes her, in the morning she's gonna realize she cheated on her husband, and guess what? She probably won't even tell him the truth. Her husband would end up finding it out on his own, and then she would tell him this bullshit ass story. And come on, man, you could have saved yourself this whole headache, this whole little drama here, by being honest with this other guy, or by not even talking to him in general, or even saying hi, making it known that you have a ring, making it known in every conversation that you have a husband, so he would have got the hint, definitely. But he thought you were single, he was into you, and he's using this as a trick to get to see you, that's why he's messaging you like, okay, so where are we going? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, guys are a little bit of like weasels nowadays, you know what I mean? But you can't play like you don't know this. You interview these dudes, you are around the men all day, you should know how they move. So I'm glad her husband caught on to this, but if he believed her, he's a dumbass too. He's stupid.
Time for dating and like love and all of this.
Hey! It's not looking good. Just know it's not looking good.
How would you define love?
Okay, yeah, you're getting deep in this complex. How would I define love? Whenever I think of love, I just think about my family, because I just feel like it's the most pure form, like it's a natural love that you can't make happen. Like, you just love that person, I don't know how I would explain it. It's just purely a feeling.
This next one about this girl, when she's asked about her love life, like what she really means is that she's still young and attractive, and she has a bunch of men thirsting over her. She's still in the market, bro. Her DMs are full, bro. You can't expect to be asking a girl looking like this, in her young 20s and stuff like that, if she's ready for love, bro. These girls don't even know how to boil water. You should be asking this like 20 years from now, 10, 15, 20 years from now. Ask them this question. But as you can tell right now, would you think yourself that she is ready for it? She doesn't even know the definition of it. How can she be ready? And we already know what girls do at this type of age, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know why Complex is being stupid with this type of question, bro. Like, this girl is still having her fair share of sausages and, going around the world and enjoying all she can eat, all kind of hot dogs that are coming her way, bro. So why are you even asking her this type of question, bro? Doesn't even make any sense. So you gotta wait a couple of years to see if she's matured enough, if she's settled down enough, and she's already done her whole phase, But at this point, and women will never tell you straight up. That's why she's going around the bush here. She even is mentioning it's difficult, but we already know for what reason, why it's difficult,
If other men can still see your girlfriend naked, then less jealous of you.
Yeah. What would you describe as being a top 1%
female.
If she is the most beautiful girl in the world, but she is available and accessible to lots of men, and she's disloyal to you, she loses her value. Because she makes you look like an idiot and she makes herself look accessible. So without that loyalty factor, and loyalty doesn't just mean she's not sleeping with other men, loyalty also means she's not exposing herself to other men. Because before, you'd have to work to see a girl naked, really, really have to work for it. If she's allowing access to the rest of the society to see that, I do think it takes away her mystery. 1% woman would have to make her man look like somebody that other men are jealous of.
On this next video, this girl makes a really good point here, bro. Yes, like preach. Like this is for all you men out there with girlfriends that have OnlyFans or this type of nonsense, you know what I mean? Or even worse, men that record themselves sleeping with their girl and then they post it on OnlyFans or they sell it out to all these simps out there. Like, come on, bro. You can't be sacrificing your self-worth, your dignity just for a few dollars, you know? I don't care how much you're making, bro, but like, you can't be doing this type of shit. Like, your woman's out there for display for everybody. Like, I get it, that's you sleeping with her. Because some dudes will be like, yo, I'm the one sleeping with her, not them. Like, yeah, but like, bro, like, can you imagine? Everybody knows how she looks, bro, like without clothes on. You should be the only man. Like, I know the money is good and all, but you really have to sacrifice your sense of self-respect just for a couple dollars? Like, this is ridiculous. But finally, there's a woman here preaching what we already know to be true. Because when men preach like that, all of a sudden we get slandered, we get called misogynistic, we get called sexist. Like, this woman needs to go around and tell women this, you know, so they can hear this from one of their own. Because women hear this from us, all of a sudden we are the haters. We're the one talking shit. They don't believe us. They're coming after us instead. They're trying to silence us down. They're trying to shut us down. So I'm glad she got the point. I'm glad she understands. But it's her job now to go out there and tell all her other genders out there exactly what she just said over here.
My name is Jordan. I'm from the Bronx, New York. I've been here for 5 months. I don't like Korean girls out here. They too like bougie. They don't like me. I don't know what it is. 0 dates. 0. Nobody likes me. I guess nobody likes a 6'4" light skin from the Bronx, New York. I guess not. No, they're very beautiful. That's what it is. They're beautiful. It's just in the clubs. I mean, we talking and everything. They want to kiss though. They like kissing too much, and I don't want to do none of that extra kissing stuff. They don't want to go home. They just want to kiss in the club in front of everybody. Like, no. Like, little Tiffany saw me kissing you. Now I can't go with Tiffany. So like,
right.
It's over with.
Right. They just want to show up.
Exactly. I got him too, girl. Like, I don't want that. Like, no. Yesterday, 2 hours ago, they wanted to kiss in the club, and I was like, let's go to the hotel. Nope. I got a boyfriend. That's what they hit you with. I got a boyfriend. That's the main one.
What type of Korean girls do you find attractive?
I like the tatted, not too thick, nothing crazy. Good personality. They got to be funny. If they're not funny, I don't want them. No, because if I'm making a joke and she don't laugh at it, that means, yeah, you know what I mean? Like that. Like, you could both interact on some funny stuff.
Now, this guy here about New York is talking about this. Like, you see what I mean, bro? This is what happens when you're dealing with women, bro. Like, I mean, I get it. Women ain't supposed to be easy, or women don't want to make it look like they're easy. Even the easiest women out there, they want to make it look like they're a little bit of a challenge. So no guys out there just think they're easy like that. But what I don't get is, like, so if these women are out here in clubs, you know, kissing on them, and they don't want to go home with him, they pretend that they have a boyfriend. Like, why are you even kissing to begin with? If that's the case, like, if you really have a boyfriend, why are you kissing other guys in the club? You know, because I know for some girls, this be true, bro. Some girls be out there in the club, they be feeling some dude, they be kissing and dancing on him, but at the end of the day, they know they have a boyfriend, so they ain't gonna go home with him. So in the end, when they go back to their boyfriends, they can say they didn't cheat. They just, you know, they ain't gonna disclose that they kissed a dude, but they, in their mind, they know that they didn't sleep with him. So they feel like, you know, rightfully, like they did nothing wrong. Like, I get it. This is a part of your plot, but why are you in between the fence? Why are you partially cheating and partially being loyal? Why not just, if you're gonna cheat, if you're gonna, you know, be disloyal, just go all the way? Or if you're gonna be loyal, just go all the way? If you're gonna kiss him, might as well just go home with him. Like, well, what the heck do you have to lose? What else? Because you already started cheating. Why are you stopping halfway? And if you're gonna be loyal, then you shouldn't even be doing this shit in the first place. You shouldn't even be entertaining the dude to begin with. You should stay loyal. Yeah, okay, go to the club, whatever, go for the music or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Bounce. Don't even be talking to dudes. Just go on, mind your own business, because you know you have a man now. But women be doing this type of shit where they, you know, they feeling you, blah, blah, blah. In the club, they kissing you, they're feeling some type of way, but then after that, it's like, nope, I have a boyfriend, bye. Like, even if they don't like you and you're using this as an excuse, it's just like, bro, why are you doing it in the first place? Why are you playing this kind of game, leading men on and all that? It's whether you're in it or you're not. Because if you're not, it's way better than just doing shit and stopping halfway. You know, it's kind of annoying, bro. At least that's what I find, right?
How much do you want your husband, future husband, to spend on a ring on you, engagement ring?
Easily 75.
75. Why is that?
That's what I deserve.
That's what you deserve? Now, what do you even do for a living?
I'm majoring in accounting. I could make that easy.
You have a job then, right? What do you do, living?
Doctor.
You're a doctor?
Yeah.
Are you studying to be a doctor?
Going to med school. I applied to med school.
He has it.
Now,
I know he can.
how does it feel that your woman wants 75K for a ring?
She believes in me.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Bro, I'm spending 5K about a girl.
5K? That's...
The rest of that money is going for a fucking a wedding, like a nice wedding.
Okay.
We're gonna have a nice wedding.
We have an amazing wedding.
How much for the wedding now?
Oh, 150.
Yeah.
Wow, bro, you guys be watching too much fairy tales, bro. She out here wanting a 75K ring, bro. That's ridiculous. And you're out here encouraging her to even be thinking this type of way, bro. The fact that this guy has no problem with her request, her demands right here, is a problem on its own. You know, I get it because she's motivating him. She's telling him that, you know, he will get it, you know, by going to law school here and all that bullshit. But at the end, my guy, you should wait till you finished law school and you have a job and you're making this type of money that you can afford it right away for you to actually be talking. Like, you know what I mean? Right now you're just hyping yourself up for nothing, bro. What if you don't even graduate med school? What if you just quit after 3 days, bro? What are you gonna do now? You already promised you're gonna buy a 75K ring, bro, and you don't even have this type of money. So why are you putting all this pressure on yourself? Why don't you just shut your mouth, you know, do your own thing? If it comes, it comes. And matter of fact is, I don't think you all have been together for even past 5 years. Why don't you wait a couple years and see if she's still with you, right? Wait till 10, 15 years, see if she's the woman you want to spend the rest of your life with. Because it's not a game, bro. And you're going to spend 75K on her just because that's what she wants. That's how much she's worth. That's how much she'll be making, she says. You see how entitled she is, and you're encouraging this just because she supports you. She believes you can do law school. Of course she believes you can complete law school, of course. Or med school, whatever. Of course she believes that. Because she knows she's gonna get this type of ring, bro. She knows you're gonna get this money, bro. She knows she's gonna get that type of lifestyle, bro. She wants nothing less. She wants you to make that type of money, and she already narrowed it down. As a doctor, you'll be making this type of money. So that's why she's encouraging you and pushing you to go to med school, because she wants this type of life. So literally, you agreeing and going along with that, you're just fulfilling her dream, bro. You don't know that. You're just fulfilling her dream. Why don't you do the shit you want to do? And yo, 75K ring does not mean you love her any more than a guy who spent $1,000 on a ring, bro. Because a guy who spent $1,000 on a ring could love his girl way more than how much he spent on versus you spending 75K. Like, that's superficial type of love. You guys are trying to compete with all these other Hollywood people and shit, but like, you should be on your own lane, you know? And a woman doesn't have a say on how much she thinks she deserves in the ring, bro. She should be grateful if she gets a ring in the first place. You know, that's just gonna be, the man has to spend time with her. He has to get to know her, and it's for the man to decide whether she gets the ring or not for her. And the price of the ring, he has to decide, not for her. She ain't gonna be choosing the type of ring because he has to buy it and he has to magically give it to her. So I don't know, man, the way the culture works nowadays is ridiculous. Like, you have the woman deciding when she wanna get married, how much a ring gonna cost, how much the wedding gonna be. Like, the guy, bro, is just following like a sheep on a leash. Like, come on, man. Like, what if she cheats next week, bro? What if you guys don't even end up together? What are you gonna do now? Oh, you went to med school because of her. Oh, you were gonna buy her a 75K ring now not anymore. Oh, now you're feeling some type of way. Now your whole world is clashing within yourself. You know, like, why do guys do this, bro? They shoot themselves in the foot like this. But anyways, yo, that's the video for the day. I need you to comment down below if you guys ever had any crazy experiences with your women like this, or, you know, what's the craziest demands your woman has ever laid out to you, you know? And yeah, don't forget to click that like button, subscribe, and catch you on the next one.